Hello everyone, welcome back to Moderation While Means Fair Game, and we're continuing our video request week. We do a video each day based on your suggestions, and today we've been asked to continue our look at Erma's main storyline. Back for Halloween, we did a breakdown of the series' major events, and we're going to wait till this one concluded, but as some of you pointed out, that was 5 months ago. So I guess enough time has passed. So today we'll be covering The Search, number 1 through 19. After making it safely to the yokai world, we get a nice little moment with Mayumi, the no-purabu, or no-face. Then they sit down to breakfast, and the twins inside a food fight. But sadly that gets shut down rather quickly. But the topic returns to the fact that Rin, the Noruona, or Snake Woman, still hasn't come back after storming off from the day before. So the adults go to look for her, and even Sam volunteers. So Erma and the twins are left to the care of our monk, or Hitosumi. We also find out that our hook hair and our kappa are an item, but again we don't get much information about it. Erma decides to go to help look for Rin, and since the twins were already planning something of their own, they decide to help out by incapacitating their only obstacle. They jump over the gate and land in the alley, but they are spotted by 3 people in shadow. We then get a nice montage sequence with a ton of background ghosts, most of which that we covered in our video, The Yokai of Erma. Links to the playlist will be in the inslate, as well as in the description. We then find Rin coming across an old tree where they wrote their names on as kids. She mirrors the times they spent together, when she was attacked by humans, and what looks like the aftermath of Spirit's Bloom, where she chooses to side with them. And that thought fuels her hatred even more, and she takes off. Aruka Ruby sees it, and again thinks of the old days, but also of the devastation after their dad faked her death on her wedding day. The others also see it, and remembers the warning she gave to her of the resulting fallout, and their final goodbye decades ago. And finally Imiko, who after escaping, mourns her family that she wouldn't see again. Next we see Sam's group, with Kintaro, as they follow the lead to a bar, and things go from bad to worse, as they realize that Sam's human. But he gets saved by Jiragumo, who only had to whisper Imiko's full name to get them to back down. And I think this is the first time we actually hear it. Yuramoto. She does seem to be friends with Rin, but to what end is unknown. After that, we meet Shujo, who offers a trial that could prove that Sam is trustworthy. A drink that judges you. If you fail, then it turns to poison. And Sam passes it without hesitation. The room then starts to warm up to him, but he's more curious in hearing stories about them, which then leads into the upcoming novel, Yokai. We then see one of the twins extort money from a group of kids, which Erma helps return. She then bumps into the absolute last person you want to see here, before the other one rides a firework cart into a riverbed, but Erma catches it at the last minute. But now it's time to meet our antagonists. Mai, the tall woman, Toru, the Oni. Again, it might be a specific type of it, but again, that's in the other video. And finally, Kiko, the Yukiona. Before they can fight, Erma reports them out. The twins still want to, but eventually decide to go with her. The trio then badmouths their father, who's rumored to have left because of their grandpa. Man, that Tengu never likes his daughter's husbands. They toss a firework into Toru's mouth before leaving. And the two finally start to open up, and now really want to help find Rin. But Erma then bumps into someone. He apologizes, but gets frozen solid and then smashed into pieces. They're a little ticked off, and Toru reveals that his bat is actually a kanabo, a weapon designed to shatter bones, often depicted in the Japanese afterlife, much to the same effect as pitchforks are in Western belief. And that's currently what the story ends off for now. I guess we'll be making an Erma video on Saturdays now. We did our Q&A last week, and we'll probably do another one of those again soon. But come back next week, because as of writing this, we finally got a copy of the new comic book. Now hopefully my new scanner works, so I won't have to wait for someone else to post them. But if you have any other Erma ideas, or just any other webcomics you'd like us to talk about, then feel free to post it down in the comments below. It's once again time to ask you to help us appease the YouTube algorithm by dropping a like, share, or comment. It helps out much more than you think, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then it's very much appreciated. I still don't know if I'm going to do a few more videos next week or not. Part of me wants to, the other half just wants to go to bed. But I'll weigh my options and get back to you guys later. But until then, I'm Runya.
And I'm Ada.
Remember to take life in moderation.
Weep not, poor children, for life is this way, murdering beauty and passion.